Behold the DIY truck camper, a symbol of independence, resourcefulness, and an alarming number of trips to the hardware store. But this triumph didn't come easy. Let me show you how it all came together, one mistake at a time. In this video, the determined DIYer shows you how he built his DIY truck camper from scratch. This project is perfect for off-grid camping enthusiasts and budget do-it-yourselfers. Let's start with the foundation, the box. It's a sturdy, no-frills design that fits snugly into the truck bed, or so I thought. Here's where his meticulous measuring and impeccable planning skills were put to the ultimate test. And well, let's just say they failed spectacularly. The box consists of the floor and 3 short walls perfectly engineered to fit the truck bed like a glove, except this glove might have shrunk in the wash. Turns out his measurements were off by just over an inch. Doesn't sound like much, right? Well, tell that to his truck's tailgate, and there it is, the moment of truth, the tailgate refusing to close as if to say, "Not today, buddy." So, how do you fix a box that's just a little too long? You grab your tools and pray for patience. Let's get to work. With the tailgate refusing to close, the industrious improviser begins the tedious task of removing the short wall. One screw at a time, progress is made, albeit slowly. But every great creation starts with a little deconstruction. Armed with a trusty T-square and a sawzall, the determined DIYer prepares to correct the great measuring blunder of the decade. Precision optional. Determination unwavering. Take 2. Nailed it. Mission accomplished. He's measuring for the side extensions. Hold on, the DIYer is about to grace us with some wisdom.
I don't think it's going to extend out too bad on each side. So I'm 5'11"-ish around there. And I thought if I had at least 6 foot for the width-wise, that should be enough room for me to be able to lay down and just do a little twin bunky thing in there. Yeah.
With measurements in hand and newfound confidence, the determined DIYer begins crafting the side extensions. Precision is key, or so we hope. Adding triangular supports to reinforce the side extensions, because stability is non-negotiable. Attaching the side extensions, a process requiring precision, patience, and just enough screws to make you question your life choices. Nothing says serious DIY business like slathering on waterproof paint. One layer at a time, this camper gets ready for rain, spills, and whatever else the road has in store. Next, the DIYer trims down 2x4s into 2x2s. Custom framing for the camper walls. The goal? Reducing weight while keeping the structure sturdy enough for adventure. Lighter walls mean a lighter camper and fewer complaints from the truck. Behold the wall framing, crafted with precision and a daring 45-degree slope. An ambitious nod to aerodynamics, or perhaps just wishful thinking. With glue, screws and a trusty chop saw, the short wall takes shape. Piece by piece, this camper's skeleton comes together. And let's be honest, it's starting to look pretty impressive. With the camper securely placed in the truck bed, it's time to tackle the final wall. Framing it in and building the threshold for the door brings this project one step closer to becoming a fully functional home on wheels. Behold, the completed skeleton of the camper. With wiring expertly placed, this amazing milestone marks the beginning of a fully functional camper, ready for adventure. Fiberglass sheeting, courtesy of a bargain marketplace find, begins the transformation of the camper's outer shell. The roof piece fits snugly while spray foam seals the 45-degree angle, an artistic touch for strength and insulation. Behold, the camper edges closer to weatherproof perfection. The DIYer carefully measures the width and height, ensuring the fiberglass shell will fit seamlessly into its final form. The DIYer cuts the fiberglass with care, shaping it to fit the front of the camper. Carefully aligned and applied, the camper's outer shell inches closer to completion. The front fiberglass is on, and for once, everything fit perfectly. Now that's a DIY win. The final side is secured and trimmed with precision, marking the end of the shell's construction. What was once a skeletal framework now resembles a true camper, ready for its next chapter. With the first window opening cut, the fit is perfect. a rare but satisfying moment in any DIY project. This marks a big step forward as the camper starts to feel more like a livable space. Now on to the next challenge. The determined DIYer embarks on another window-cut precision, guiding each step. But even the most careful plans can falter as a sudden misstep leaves the frame in need of quick thinking and a clever fix.
Oh, crap.
It's only a flesh wound, sir.
Well, the first side went without a hitch, but this second side, dag nabbit. Right there, that piece busted out when I was cutting around it. Actually, you can see where bust. Oh well.
Chastened by the mishap of the previous cut, the determined DIYer approaches the port and cab windows with newfound caution. Precision and patience guide each move, ensuring these openings are a perfect fit. With the openings complete and no mishaps this time, it's time to move on to the next stage of the build. It's time for the camper's transformation. With each stroke of olive drab paint, it evolves from raw DIY to rugged and road-ready, a perfect blend of function and adventure. With the painting underway, the camper is finally starting to look road-ready, but there's still more to come. A quick coat of black flex seal on the front and 45-degree slope adds extra water protection and a sleek contrast. Because durability doesn't mean sacrificing style. Cutting trim, a task requiring math, patience and just a little bravery. Armed with floating equations, a table saw and a healthy respect for safety, the determined DIYer takes on the angles. And after some very calculated cuts, the trim fits perfectly, a true triumph of skill and perseverance. With the trim painted and prepped, holes are drilled for screws, and a layer of silicone is added for a secure fit. Piece by piece, the trim is attached, sealing the camper's edges and adding a touch of style. The first interior wall panel is installed, transforming the camper from a bare frame into a space ready for adventure. Progress never looked so good. With the first panel in place, the camper's interior starts to take shape. The evolution continues as each piece brings the camper closer to its final form. The determined DIYer prepares for insulation, carefully shifting wires and measuring foam. With a heated knife in hand, the foam is cut with precision, ready to line the camper's walls. With the foam panels prepped, the camper's insulation begins to take shape. Rough cutting the window opening is serious work, but even the determined DIYer knows there's always time for a smile and a wave. After all, who says hard work can't be fun? With the window opening roughed out, it's time to keep the momentum going. With the final wall panel installed, the camper's transformation reaches a major milestone. The walls and ceiling are complete, and the space is ready for its next stage of evolution. Making access points for the tie-downs, because a secure camper is a happy camper. To cover the tie-down openings, he crafts sliding doors from plywood complete with handcrafted wooden handles. Functional and simple, they're the perfect finishing touch. The sliding door is installed with a custom guide added to ensure smooth movement and reliable function. A blend of simplicity and ingenuity. The determined DIYer cuts aluminum diamond plate for the camper's lower back section. These rugged panels frame each side of the door, durable, functional, and full of style. With the diamond plate panels cut and shaped, it's time to secure them in place. A bit of cork, a few screws, and just like that, the camper's back gets a rugged, stylish upgrade, built to last. From frame to finish, the bunk comes to life. Simple, sturdy, and essential for the camper's livability. Even the most precise plans can need adjustment. The oversized door gets resized with a swift cut to the fiberglass sheet, bringing the camper back on course. With the door resized and ready, the camper moves one step closer to being road ready. With a spray of paint, the door takes on a bold new look, proof that every detail matters in this camper's evolution. Faced with a thin door and an oversized RV handle, the determined DIYer designs a custom plywood spacer. Carefully drawing the proper shape, then cutting it out with a jigsaw, they craft a perfect fit. Precision and problem-solving combine to keep the project moving forward. outlining the RV door handle and spacer for the perfect cut. Precision is key, get it? A bad dad pun, but an essential step for a flawless fit. This was one of the most nerve-wracking steps in the entire build, cutting the hole for the RV door handle. Using a jigsaw for the wood and a grinder for the metal trim, every move required absolute precision. There was no room for error. Failure simply wasn't an option. The determined DIYer installs the RV door handle, a critical step in the camper's evolution. Anticipation builds, but there's no need to worry. The fit is perfect and the door closes without a hitch, a triumphant moment.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Time to cut the hole for the water tank plumbing. It's not flashy, but it's a vital step in making the camper functional. The water tank cap is installed, sealing the system to keep the water clean and fresh. A small but essential step in ensuring the camper is ready for adventure, because even campers deserve clean hydration. Now he is connecting the ribbed flex tubing to the water tank, securing it with silicone and a hose clamp. Precision and care ensure a leak-free system for the camper's plumbing. The determined DIYer completes the final steps of the plumbing, securing the intake, output and on-off switch. With tubing and a garden hose connected, the water system is ready for use. Reassembling the bunk, now with the water tank securely in place underneath. Functional and space efficient, it's all coming together. This video is a condensed version of the full camper build series the DIYer created last summer. If you'd like to see every step of the process in detail, head over to his channel and check out the full series. Don't forget to like, subscribe and join us for more DIY adventures. The journey doesn't end here. This is just the beginning.